I've been doing this a while, and what I'm getting ready to show you is the most outrageous example of a judge crossing the line, knowing he's crossing the line, and saying he doesn't care that he's crossing the line to intimidate and threaten the very life of a disabled litigant. You got to hear this. So this is a case in Beaver County, Pennsylvania. Judge Harry E. Knafelc, senior judge in Beaver County, is saying these things, and I want you to understand this is not only over the line, this is an actual threat against the life of a litigant. Judge says, I call the case of disabled litigant versus opponent. After discussion with counsel, I think I have the support issues resolved. It goes on. I'm just going to scroll on down here. Here's what the judge says. Thank you. Now, we have the issues of contempt that has been filed. After discussion with counsel, I'm going to say a few things that I usually don't say. I call bullshit on that. I think this judge will say this anytime he wants to, as you'll see. First of all, I'm a senior judge, and as a result, I'm assigned cases for particular reasons. One of the reasons here is I think every judge here has some relationship to the parties over the years. I find that these parties have to love their children more than they hate each other. That's the problem here. Everybody's playing, I got you, you son of a bitch, and I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. Now, for a judge to actually come out and use cursing on the bench like this, that's beyond the pale. The fact that he actually said, you son of a bitch, on the bench is shocking to the conscience and destroys the integrity of the judiciary. And he goes on to say, and I'm going to tell you something. Now, pay attention. And I'm going to tell you something. Since I don't really care, he says he don't really care, and nobody can do anything to me, I'm going to take harsh action if I have to. Okay? Harsh action which I really don't want to, but I will. I'm not long for this assignment, and you can take it to Superior Court, the Supreme Court, and whoever, and I don't care, but I'm going to enforce these orders. I find that disabled litigant is in contempt of the court order. Opponent will have custody of the two children from this day after school to September the 5th, 2022 to 6 p.m., when the children will return to disabled litigant, and failure of disabled litigant to I'm sorry, I made a mistake. If disabled litigant willfully disobeys this court order, it will result in imprisonment of disabled litigant. I'm going to hold a gun to your head. This judge is threatening deadly force against this disabled litigant. I'm going to hold a gun to your head. That is communicating a threat. Any reasonable person would say, if someone said, I'm going to hold a gun to your head, they were threatening their life. And this judge says, I don't care because you can't do anything to me. Well, Judge Knafelc, I've got something to say to you. I got you, you son of a bitch.